My name is Aaron Glandon, and welcome back to another edition of Litter Media Live for this April 17th. Today is Friday, and it is also Buck 50 weekend, which is why I'm sitting in my home right now. We had some technical difficulties. We meant to bring the show to you live from the Buck 50, but that unfortunately wasn't possible. We did have some live interviews that we were able to gather down there that you'll see later in this program, but first we want to take a look at the weather. Some sun and 80 for Friday, sun and 80 again on Saturday with a chance of showers towards late afternoon. Sunday will be much colder with a high of just 56 degrees. Early next week, lows will be in the low 30s, so get those jackets ready for next week. Coming up after the break, we are going to have the recorded portion of our daily show. We have news and sports for you. And then after that, we're going to have some interviews and clips that we gathered at the launch of the Buck 50 this morning and this afternoon during the kickoff of that. So stay tuned for all that coming up ahead on this edition of Litter Media Live.
Let's tell you about your trusted comfort advisor, Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. You know, yesterday at this time, we weren't sure about the AC in our loft. It's working today.
Yes, it is, and
Why?
it feels nice.
It's because we called Accurate, they came and they worked on it, and it feels fantastic again. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing can do the same thing for you where you're located, whether it's residential or commercial. Just click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and it takes you right to their website, accuratehvac.com.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Well, you can go and follow along with us if you like at littermedia.com, and that's where you'll find the stories we're going to share with you. Plus, also follow us on social media, Litter Media X, Facebook, and more, all available in the upper right corner of littermedia.com.
Littermedia.com is where you'll find the first handful of stories from today. The deadline to submit nominations for the Ohio Veterans Hall of Fame is approaching, and you're invited to help highlight former service members who are making significant positive impacts across our communities. Many Ohioans know a veteran who continues to serve selflessly, someone whose dedication to others did not end when their military service concluded. Nominations are also accepted posthumously to honor veterans whose legacies continue to inspire. To be eligible, nominees must be a past or current Ohio resident, have received an honorable discharge, and be of good moral character. All nomination materials must be submitted by June 1st, and you can find the link to nominate on littermedia.com.
I've followed some of these in recent years on the Ohio channel, and inspirational stories.
Yeah.
Just fantastic stories that no human should ever have had to have gone through. But to hear their stories being told and being recognized for it. It's just fantastic. So hats off to all of our veterans. The Ohio Department of Natural Resources, Division of Wildlife, and the Ohio Department of Transportation are asking the public to report locations where they see reptiles and amphibians frequently cross roadways. You've probably seen the turtle or maybe a snake making its way across the road. Observers can report locations of reptile and amphibians road crossings via the Wildlife Reporting System. It's available at wildohio.gov and on the Hunt Fish OH mobile app. Observations of live animals are helpful in our reports of roadkill. You can even make that not nomination, but you can at least say, hey,
you can inform.
There's a possum laying out here on the road. Users are encouraged to take note of road crossing locations and submit reports once they are no longer driving.
Or you can have a passenger in your car do it for you.
You could do that.
That would also work. Ohio's new statewide attendance dashboard was revealed yesterday. It's a public tool designed to provide fast, transparent, and easy to use attendance data to help schools, families, and communities reduce chronic absenteeism and keep more students in the classroom. Can you take it over? I'm about to sneeze.
Oh, you're about to sneeze?
Never mind. It
Let me
went
just
away.
Say bless you.
In addition to statewide data, users can search for individual districts and school buildings and view attendance data down to the grade level. The tool also allows users to compare school districts and other cohorts to see how their attendance trends compare over time. The dashboard is available now at attendance.ohio.gov.
The Community Action Committee of Pike County is hosting a yard sale fundraiser. It's coming up Friday, May 8th, 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the agency office there at 941 Market Street down in Piketon. You'll find a vast selection of items, including a special promotion where shoppers can fill a bag with clothing for just $5.
That's a good deal.
Yes. Every purchase made at this yard sale helps fund seasonal gatherings and family-friendly activities held throughout Pike County. For more information, you can contact Amber Wheeler, 740-289-2371, extension 7007, or via email at awheeler@pikecac.org.
The Columbus Air Show announced that Canadian Armed Forces snowbirds will perform during the show June 19th through the 21st at Rickenbacker International Airport to help celebrate America's 250th birthday. The snowbirds will be the first international jet demo team ever to perform at the Columbus Air Show, and it will be their first demonstration in Ohio since 2003. The air show will feature 2 military jet demo teams, the Snowbirds and the Thunderbirds, which is a rarity for any air show on the planet.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty
cool.
Seeing
that. Jamie Brown, this has been getting a lot of reaction on our news feed on Facebook. Jamie Brown, who specializes in peer support and workforce development for local nonprofit Sojourners Care Network, will deliver the keynote address for Ohio Chillicothe's graduation recognition ceremony. That's coming up Thursday, April 30th. This news was broken, by the way, on this program in an interview that we had last week with OU Chillicothe. Remember? I asked, you know who the keynote speaker is? And she says, yes, we do. So Ashley Tapman filled us in on Jamie Brown. A first-generation high school and college graduate. Speaking of Brown, he draws on lived experience as a survivor of poverty to support the empowerment of individuals and strengthen community connections. The 2026 graduation recognition ceremony again is Thursday, April 30th. It starts at 6 p.m. inside Shoemaker Center.
Now for some content you'll find on our Facebook feed. Amanda Clear Creek FFA members Catherine Buckley, Grace Martin, Emma Strickler, and Riley Strickler traveled to Washington, D.C. to attend the National Policy Seminar, where they advocated for agricultural education and the FFA at the national level. During their trip, students met with Ohio senators and U.S. representatives, discussed key issues like the Farm Bill and GMOs, and even observed a live Senate session. This once-in-a-lifetime experience gave their students a first-hand look at government and the opportunity to represent Amanda Clear Creek on a national stage. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm. Hey, don't miss Lancaster High School's production of Footloose. It's coming up next weekend, April 24th and 25th. Shows will be at 7:30, and the April 26th show starts at 2 p.m. You can get tickets from the QR code on your screen right now, or you can find the link in our Facebook feed.
Also in Lancaster, the closing ceremony for Lancaster High School is this Sunday, April 19th at 12:30. The ceremony will begin in the cafeteria at 1312 Granville Pike, and organized tours of the new building will follow speeches from current principal Scott Burns, former principal Bill Hughes, school board member Lise Ricketts, and superintendent Nathan Hale.
Yeah, Scott Burry is the first one you
Okay.
mentioned there. Bill Hughes was the principal at Chillicothe High School when I first came to Chillicothe, and now he finds himself he went back to Lancaster. He's a Lancaster graduate. So we were at a ball game one time in Lancaster, and I'm walking through looking at the Hall of Fame, and there was Bill Hughes. He was in their athletic Hall of Fame. So pretty cool. You still have a chance to see the traveling exhibit, Who is the Man of the Shroud? It's an up-close presentation at the story behind the Shroud of Turin. Now, this video that you're watching here I captured last night out of the Packard Medical Education Center. Pam McHugh, who you'll see here momentarily, we spoke with her a few weeks ago. She shares the history, science, and debate surrounding one of the most fascinating artifacts ever studied. Your last chance to check this out will be tomorrow, and that'll be the April 18th. You can see the exhibit in an open house style setting at the St. Mary Parish Life Center from 1 until 4 p.m. tomorrow, and then afterwards there will be a 5 p.m. mass with a wine and cheese social as well, so you can get a little more up close into it. There you see the crown of thorns, the nails as well that were placed into Christ's hands. And again, this exhibit will be displayed again for you tomorrow from 1 until 4 p.m. So if you want to catch that, it was fascinating to me. Yeah. And to hear some of the description, not only that, but some of the people that I was looking at this with, we were talking about it. And just to hear other people's thoughts and ideas of the Shroud of Turin.
Don't forget the annual Scioto River Cleanup is tomorrow morning from 9 a.m. to noon. This is the 29th annual event hosted by Ross County Litter Control, and we want to get the word out just one more time before that event is coming up tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And then right after is the Earth Gathering in Yoctangi Park, so you can finish up, walk on over, and enjoy some food, music, games, and all kinds of stuff down there at the Pump House. That's going to be from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m.
Good day, and we hope that the weather stays well for us as well. I didn't know the chances are we'll have increasing clouds and maybe some inclement weather towards the end of the day tomorrow, but
I did see
squeeze everything in beforehand.
Yeah, the rain date for the Earth Gathering is going to be Sunday. I didn't see any information regarding the cleanup.
Yeah, the cleanup, there will be no rain date on that.
Yeah, I figured.
Our buddy Casey McFadden. There he is, a smiling picture there. Made the news last week when the Ohio Pharmacists Association announced that Casey is the 2026 recipient of the Bowl of Hygie Award, which honors pharmacists who live or who have contributed to the progress of their communities. McFadden has been recognized for his pharmacy's role in supporting the Bainbridge area, particularly during the COVID-19 pandemic. McFadden goes above and beyond to serve the community, and Casey told me yesterday he still doesn't know who nominated him for this award, but the OPA represents more than 5,000 pharmacists across Ohio.
Wow.
So he's one of 5,000.
Yeah.
And I think he might also be up for a national award now because of receiving the state award.
All right, let's go. Mm-hmm. And check out these new benches courtesy of the Circleville Sunrise Rotary that you'll find all around Circleville. Every time you see them, just know that Circleville Sunrise is dedicated to its community and helping everyone find a comfy space to park when needed.
Yes.
That does look like a comfy space to park.
Yes, it could probably use some cushioning, but that's what I think we provide. So,
see, anytime I'm sitting on something, I got to have a back. I like to lean.
Is that right?
I am a leaning guy.
I didn't pay close enough attention to see if it was actually leaned up against the building.
I think it's close enough to the wall that I could make it work.
Yeah, you could lounge back there. I've seen you lounge.
Yeah.
He does that. What he needs now is a footstool to go with that.
Oh, but if
you had a footstool out there, people would be tripping over it and everything. That wouldn't be good.
They can jump over.
But our hats off to, again, our friends of the Circleville Sunrise Rotary for that effort they've made up in Round Town. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at sports, and that includes also this week's Neil Coleman Insurance, Wyandotte Mutual, Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. All coming up.
Mark came to the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc. Minimally invasive spinal surgery got him back to what matters most. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. Time now for sports, and we start with our Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School Roundup, available on littermedia.com. Shack baseball last night. Manchester picked up a win over Fairfield. It was Lynchburg Clay taking Ripley and White Oak over Peebles. Still waiting for a result from North Adams and Eastern Brown. Eastern Megs and Trimble were winners in the TVC Hawking division. Non-league action for you yesterday. Chillicothe picked up a win over East Clinton out of VA Memorial Stadium, 7-3. Circleville got past Washington Courthouse, 11-9. Huntington, a winner over McLean, 18-8. I think that improves the Huntsman record to 8-2 now on the season. Logan Elm, a winner over Southeastern. Southeastern's second loss, I think, on the year. Tays Valley edged Grove City 6-5. Eastern picked up a win along with Wellston, Belpre, Green, Gallia Academy, Fairview, Dawson Bryant, Reynoldsburg, and Harvest Prep. And in softball, OCC Buckeye Division, Tays Valley, a winner over Lancaster. It was Logan falling to Pickerington Central, 17-7 there. Elsewhere, Peebles picked up a win along with North Adams, Lynchburg Clay, and Manchester all in the Shack. The TVC Hawking had Southern, Belpre, and Eastern Megs picking up wins. McLean, a winner over Huntington last night, 11-3 in non-league action. Piketon pounded River Valley, 19-5. Portsmouth Clay doing the same to Zane Trace, 16-5. That's win number 901 for their program. Also, winners included Cedarville over Washington, Wellston, Portsmouth Notre Dame, Whitehall, and Southeastern. We got word late that Chillicothe was a winner over Hillsborough Christian Academy, 3-1 in volleyball. In boys tennis, Chillicothe swept Miami Trace, and Waverly a winner over Minford.
The Southeast Ohio Athletic Administrators Association is proud to recognize Waylon Massie of Jackson High School for being named the Southeast Ohio Athletic Administrators Association Athletic Director of the Year, an honor voted on by his peers. This prestigious award is presented annually to an athletic administrator who exemplifies excellence in leadership while promoting the values and mission of educational athletics. Congratulations to Waylon Massie of Jackson High School.
Waylon is great to work with. We were introduced to Waylon as he was being named as the successor, and this was over at Hernstein Field. I'm over there at the O, and Chillicothe was playing Jackson in football, and I was being introduced by Pat, who was the then AD, and he was retiring, and he says, Waylon, this is Dan Ramey. And he said basically, when he comes to Jackson, he's got carte blanche. Let him do whatever he wants to over there. And we have appreciated that.
That's the way we like it.
We do like that, yes. They trust us a lot. We do appreciate the trust. Reds tried, but they couldn't yesterday. couldn't sweep the Giants. They fell 3-0. There were some, not fisticuffs, but exchanging of words at the end of the game. Spencer Steer had been hit in the game, and then payback came later on in the 8th inning. And let's just say when the two clubs meet again in San Francisco, it might be a little dicey.
Why can't we all just get along?
The Reds are in Minnesota tonight to start a weekend set, and they'll play the Twins starting at 8:10 this evening.
The Guardians last night took the Orioles for a 4-2 final. They'll host the Orioles again tonight at 6:10.
Time now for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And he had a big night last night. It's Adina's Joey Francis, who has been the medalist for a number of meets already this spring. Well, last night's Andy Haynes Memorial Invitational at Paint Valley, he hit a personal record in the 100-meter dash, a meet record in the 200-meter dash. He won the long jump with a leap of 21 feet and was on the third place 4x100 relay team. And there you see him in the air at the state meet last year. So congratulations to Joey Francis. One side note I want to throw in, since we're reporting on the Andy Haynes track meet last night, freshman Emily Burke was a standout as well on the girls' side. She's a freshman. So take note over the next 4 years here. She won her 4 events, the 100-meter, the 200-meter dash, the 100-meter hurdles, and the 300-meter hurdles.
Wow.
And if I'm not mistaken, she is the daughter of Ben Burke, who probably holds a lot of those marks out of Paint Valley as well. So congratulations. On the team side of things, let me find my results here. Let's see. Okay, on the team side for the girls, Fairfield was the winner, edging Adina, who finished second. Paint Valley was third. West Union fourth. Westfall was fifth, followed by Southeastern, Piketon, Huntington, also Eastern down in Pike County, Minford, Fayetteville, Perry, along with St. Trace, East Clinton, Glenwood, and Peebles brought in the rear. And for the boys, Eastern was your winner there from down in Pike County, followed by Peebles. Adina was third, East Clinton fourth, Paint Valley was fifth, Huntington, Westfall, Fayetteville, Piketon, Fairfield, St. Trace, West Union, Glenwood, and Southeastern. Those are your top teams through those 14 teams participating.
All right.
And there you have it.
Let's
so if you'd like to nominate a player, simply send us an email. Send that to littermedia@gmail.com.
It's very simple.
Coming up in a bit, this date in history, back live at Shoemaker Center.
Exactly. But first, we want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane, online propane monitoring and reporting. Know your home's consumption and gas remaining in the tank. You can find out more at litterpropane.com.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary.
Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Back at Ohio Chillicothe, I'm Dan Ramey, and we have with us the interim dean, Michael Lafreniere. Thank you again for joining us. And this is a special day for Ohio Chillicothe. You are on display in a big way thanks to the Buck 50.
Very much so. Welcome to campus, Dan. It's a pleasure to have the Buck 50 here for another year and really for many years to come.
You will have the opportunity to participate in the opening ceremony here shortly.
Yeah, sure.
What will you be telling to the crowd that'll be here?
Well, certainly the primary reason why we're here for Drug-Free Clubs of America, but also the idea behind much of what they are doing in terms of their efforts to help contribute to their own livelihood. I've been one of the runners that have been out there in the past few years, so I'm going to be a little envious of what they're about to embrace. I'm going to speak to my experience as well as what I suspect is the next 24 plus hours ahead, some a little shorter. I'm looking forward to seeing them out on the course, the 8 stations, the volunteers. It's really a great gathering of all that come to campus, and I'm really fortunate to be a small part of it.
As a runner, having had an experience, what are these people going to experience? It's easy for us to kind of talk about it, but from someone's first-hand view,
yeah,
it's much different.
I think the excitement is gathering together in a van, whether you're a 5 or 10-person team, to strike up the camaraderie, the fun, the joy, the experiences, some of the uncomfortable aspects of running and staying up at night at the wee hours. Visiting our parks, they're going to experience Great Seal State Park, certainly Taw Hollow State Park, and end it off with Trail State Park and State Forest. Some beautiful areas that I actually miss. I'll probably try to get out there this Saturday myself when the time permits, and I find that to be the advantageous part of what they're doing collectively. But ultimately, what they've done to raise funds to help our teams in this area, you can imagine that's of primary interest to me and what we do here at Ohio University, trying to make sure we give pathways and access to those who want to improve their lives, improve their station in life, and certainly help not only themselves, their community, their family. So really good all-around effort here.
We're closing in on where they need you to speak, so we don't want to keep you too long here. But for those who have never watched the Buck 50 before, make sure that you see the roadway signs that will be warning you. The runners will be out there. You are sharing the road with them, so make it a safe 150-mile run.
Yeah, and cheer them on when you get the chance. Enjoy the spectator nature of this as it crosses all around Ross County.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Michael Lafreniere from Ohio Chillicothe.
Now it's time for This Date in History, which takes us back to 1860 today. Champion of England Tom Sayers and American John Heenan fight to a brutal 2-hour, 27-minute draw that ends only when police stop the bout near Farnborough, England, in what is widely acknowledged as the first world title fight. Now we've got some of our national days today. Today, Friday, April 17th, is Cheese Ball Day, Crawfish Day, Clean Your Medicine Cabinet Day, Ellis Island Family History Day, and Haiku Poetry Day. And this weekend, we have Animal Crackers Day tomorrow, Exercise Day, Lineman Appreciation Day, Record Store Day, Auctioneers Day, and Columnists Day. And on Sunday, we have Amaretto Day, Garlic Day, Hanging Out Day, North Dakota Day, and Oklahoma City Bombing Commemoration Day. That is a look at our program. Thank you for watching this edition of Litter Media Live, and we'll see you next week.